Alright, everything seems to be in order. Well, hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Now, since I'm potentially moving, doing some of those Spanish streams towards daytime, what we're gonna do right now is just consider a little bit of, wait, I wanna say Thursday, but, is it today Thursday? Okay, Friday morning. Gosh, time is weird. But we'll consider Friday mornings as a little bit of a free space to maybe give a chance to some games that don't get a lot of recognition or that I've been meaning to play or that they've been in my library and I just haven't touched them. Because some of the other games definitely take a while to complete, especially depending on how well it's going. But yes, welcome to the stream. I'm not too sure what to expect of this game, but from what I saw of the reviews, that it's a very relaxing game. So, and a lot of flying, so whoosh. Ak, listen. I know you are eager to explore, but the pilgrimage is important to the people of the sky. As you know, in the early days before the Great Divide, the lands were very different from now. Instead of islands in the sky, the lands were one, and the ancients inhabited the world. They built great structures, among them 3 temples here in the land of the gods. Your journey will lead you to all 3 of them. But something changed. The ancients somehow caused a great divide, shattered their lands, and left us with islands in the sky. The priestess Kara prayed by the lighthouse and found answers to help our people survive the great cataclysm. The first stop for every pilgrim is to visit Kara's shrine, so go on, Ak. I will wait for you outside. It is loud. Oh gosh. I'll wait for maybe potential cutscene to like be over before trying to change the audio. That is very loud. I'll put the master volume at 50. Do let me know if it's loud for you guys as well. Or if it's too soft. I put it at 50 because that's usually the default I do for a lot of games, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So far it sounds good. And I hope I'm not butchering any names, but if that's the case, I do apologize ahead of time. The music's nice, but it is kind of loud. But we hop pretty high. Alright. This tablet is really worn. A part of the text is unreadable. In the land of gods, there were 3, in 3 houses, slumbering in eternal skies. Alright, so I'm kind of wondering, were we separated from our friends or family? Or were we chosen to like figure out what happened? The memory of light in our hearts, shining with the name of Kara, or Kara. I like Kara better. Her lantern guided and protected us when the world shattered and we became the people of the sky. Okay. So I already mentioned before that I like whimsical things, right? And One of the whimsical ideas that I usually come across is switching the places between the ocean and the sky. So this game's a little bit similar, where like people, instead of navigating the ocean, they navigate the sky because of the floating lands. I think I've been there though. But there's also... I'm just looking to make sure that I miss anything. Enter the Hall of Memory, where sleeps the light of Kara. It never went out while she was alive. Ask, and maybe it will shine forth to answer you. Okay. What do we want to ask? What is it that Alk has to know? We have 4 fingers. Oh. Her light. It moves. Is this a vision? Ma'am, are you okay? Ma'am, please reply. But the shadows? And people? I guess I follow the letters. There's one on this path. Oh. Somebody's very unhappy. My path seems to have been cut off. Look, I don't want to start off by like hurting the character right away as I jump. Absolutely. Welcome to the stream. Oh gosh, that's water. Something sinkery, but I'm not sure why. Wait, not the water. I hope these lanterns will burn long enough to guide the young pilgrim. Okay. So I have to follow the lanterns. I guess that should have been obvious, but I didn't think of it. I guess over that way, since it's... Listen, the young pilgrim, they're not that great at navigating. They're directionally challenged, just having a little bit of difficulty. But so far, we're enjoying ourselves. I'm so confused. It makes sense. Because the game, it's just, we're just barely starting out. We don't know what's going on, right? But so far what they have presented to us, it seems very interesting. So the lands were divided. There's 3 gods. there's a woman named Kara that she became like a guiding light for everyone, and that's why like her symbol's a lantern, right? And now we have her lantern. So let's see what else we have to pay attention to. Hawk, you made it out okay. Thank the gods you're alright. What happened in there? I thought the worst when the cave collapsed. Is that the lantern? Strange. That lantern is an ancient artifact called Kara's Light. Somehow, it shines for you. It's the first time in generations. Keep it safe for now. I'll stay here to investigate the shrine. Meanwhile, you should continue your pilgrimage. There's a village over by the lighthouse. Just follow the kites to get there. Talk to Dana when you arrive. She will tell you where to go next. Jumping. Oh, okay. Wait. I'm not ready to be bird yet. I kind of want to run around first. I guess we'll do the tutorial. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Honestly, this is great, but like, am I trusted to drive a bird? Absolutely not. Are we still gonna do it? Absolutely yes. But yeah, these people, they're people of the sky, and there's something like floating islands, so... Apparently they all used to be like one big landmass, and then they got separated into like island bits. The pilgrimage I'm not too sure about, but we'll figure it out. Let's see, because I just want to check what's around. What is this? We seem to be missing oh, they're up here. It's a nice statue or a place for birds to like... Wait. Wait a minute. Why are we no silent? Oh gosh. With the flying. It's great. I'm not gonna lie, it is great, right? It's just why am I being interested to like learn how to fly something? Papercraft Anivia? It does kind of look like that. It's just because of the way that it's been made. Where it's maybe not like high detail, but like it's kind of polygons, so it has like that origami type of feel to it. But I don't hate that. I actually kind of enjoy it. Because sometimes there is also like something nice to be had about if I press A, now we free fall. I mean, I'm glad that we don't take damage from falling, because, oh my gosh. But I don't hate it, because I feel like sometimes when you have some restrictions like that, you're able to like tell a story better. Like, she doesn't have a face, right? And if anything, like this style is very specific to like the clothes that she's wearing, or like the overall look of her, right? But for example, the fact that they don't have like a face, like, or some expressions, right? I feel it helps to tell a different type of story, where like you're not necessarily looking to the character to figure out how to feel and like how to react, but it's really your own genuine reaction to the situation. I should probably not stand on that. I'm Yoha of the Southern Isles, and this is the first entry in the tale of my people. Our homelands around the city of Warsaw are shattered. The world broke apart. I think it has to do with the ending of the Great War against On. I have gathered the survivors who have made camp among the islands now floating in the sky. I used broken stones to sail towards the land of gods. I hope to find answers there. I call for the spirit animals, but can't tell if they have heard me. Before I left, I saw a sickness take hold of a tree, covering it in black rock. I must warn the other clans. Oh, okay, and that is serious. Some type of petrification happening. Sometimes the letters are supposed to be like people that pass. Hold up, I'm gonna press buttons. Okay, that's nice. Okay, that's the map. The lantern. There we go. Go back, Yoha. This is not your path. But yeah, so the lantern shows us, memories? I mean, that makes sense for the game title, but... there is something serious going on, story-wise. But everything seems so peaceful. Wait, flap. Definitely seems so peaceful. Oh gosh. Oh, you can go through the clouds? Wait, hold up, where's another one? You can dash through the clouds. Wait. I want to say that's a cloud. It'd be a little sad if it's a rock. Oh my gosh. Hey, where am I? Where am I? Okay, so I got told to follow the kites. There's a kite over there. Don't free fall. Not yet. There's a campfire? Wait. Wait a minute. I want to see the campfire. Man. If this doesn't give an indication of how I am when it comes to driving, I don't know if there's anything else that will give an idea about that. Oh. Not the island that we wanted, but we'll take it. There's rabbits. They're so cute. Can we pet the rabbit? Pet the rabbit. Why in video games can we pet the dogs but we can't pet the other animals? What is this? They're so cute. No. The other animals are great as well. Rabbits are very fluffy. They also deserve some love. It is kind of sad though that sometimes rabbits do have their own charms, and dogs too, right? But sometimes other animals get overlooked because there's so much attention given to like dogs. What is this? They seem to be friendly, like they're not scared of me. But the birds are. Alright, campfire. Yeah, there's memories right there. Dad. Vase. There's like traces of other people, but like the only other person that we have met has been our friend that waited outside at the temple. Let's see what memory comes up from here. John, we need a larger island now that our baby is growing. I think it's time to set up camp by the lighthouse again. So, islands. A larger island. Lighthouse. Do I see the lighthouse anywhere? I see some islands over there. And there's like a wind current. Wait. This kind of reminds me of Dave and Buster. In Dave and Buster's, there's this one game that they have where it's it looks like a sphere, right? But you enter into that game, and it's supposed to be like a simulation of like a flying what is it? Like a jet? And it feels, when I tried that was like a little disorienting or like confusing. And this feels very similar. Or like I am enjoying it. I'm just also crashing everywhere. So, from what we saw inside the temple, lanterns on those posts, and they're supposed to be like a protection or a guidance to people. Hello? Is anybody home? Hello? Oh, people! Hello, sir.
Yo.
Hello, Ak, and welcome. What was that noise we heard? What? You made it out okay? I'm John, by the way. Dana and I take care of the lighthouse here on the island. We try to make sure that nothing weird happens in the land of gods. Not an easy job considering all the strange old ruins and wonders here. I haven't had much time to visit them since Erin was born. But I don't mind. I think she longs for adventure, which makes her father proud. If you have the time, I would recommend you go to the Wingsall Falls. When the world was whole, a water spirit combed her hair at the stream there. Beautiful hair at that. The wind sang to make her hair flow down until it mixed with the clouds. Thus, the rainbow was born. Not that I ever seen one there myself, but it's a nice story. Anyway, you can find the place just north of here. Continue beyond the clouds. Okay, is there anything else you want to say, John?
Hey.
If I have time, I'll go with you to the Windsong Falls. A beautiful place, and it's just north of here. Past the clouds and you will see it soon. Okay. You must be Dina, right? Our friend told us to talk to you. Are you alright, Ak? It was Ak, right? We heard rambling from Kara's shrine. I'm so glad you made it out. My name is Dana, and welcome. It was a long time ago we had a pilgrim here. Your mentor, Medwin, was actually last one before you. My parents helped him back then. Now, I, John, and our daughter Erin will help you. If you ever feel lost, just return here and talk to us. We are here to guide you after all. Every pilgrim's journey requires a visit to the 3 temples in the land of the gods. Kara sealed them a long time ago, right after the Great Divide. There's a sigil in the ground close to each temple. That's where we gather to pay respects to the spirits. And so, you too should go there. Sacred words are revealed to those who approach with an open mind. The Eventide Sanctuary is closest and you will find it northwest of here. Okay. Ma'am. I got this from Kara's shrine. Do you have anything to say about that?
Hey.
The Eventide Sanctuary is the closest and it's found northwest of here. Okay. Hello, Erin. Hulk, that's your name, right? Right? What happened? Did you see any ghosts, or spirits, animals, treasures, secrets? I want to explore too. It's so unfair that I am stuck on this island. Sometimes I go on adventures with my parents, but still adventures. We once went out to a super awesome place. It's up north, and it's kind of snowy. With this huge statue. It's kind of broken, but still cool. And my name is Erin. So you know. Aww. You'll see. Someday I will leave the island too. I will have a great adventure like you, and find out things no one's ever known. And I'll visit more statues and ruins too. I wish I was a bird shifter too, so I could fly to wherever I wanted. Okay, so not everyone can fly around. That's an interesting detail. So not everyone can shift into a bird. I saw a cave entrance somewhere around here. I'll take a look into that cave first, before heading off into another area. There's also spirit animals. We'll put the lantern away for now. The lighthouse... Sheep. Sheep. No, don't run away, sheep. The sheepies. Is it sheep or goat? Whatever it is. I wish I could pet. Oh my gosh. Are the sheep okay going through this rock? It's a rock, right? Hop onto the... I tried to get a high point. I'm not getting my high point. That's fine. And I saw another one of those on another island. They're like... I guess it's a bird perch for now? I don't understand what goes on here. Because there's even like a bird statue on top, but it glows. Wait, how do I get that sheep? Baby sheep! Baby sheep! How can you tell me? How can you tell me that's not fair, that I can't... It's not fair that I can't pet them. Baby sheep, you can't have so many animals and not be... And I can't pet them. Oh, how dare you. Animals are great in their own rights. Oh, they follow you around! Baby sheep. I don't know if you've ever seen the pygmy goats. But pygmy goats still, what's it called? If they get scared, they'll like become paralyzed. But the name pygmy implies that the animal stays small, or it stays in a shape that's kind of like similar to its baby form. So you have pygmy goats, you have pygmy rabbits, you have pygmy pigs, right? But pygmy goats, they're so cute. Again, all animals are great in their own rights. So, what is this? Is this a lighthouse? Or the entrance to the lighthouse? Pilgrim Study. Fish? I love the fact that they put the effort to like put animals everywhere. Like they didn't really have to. You could just go and do the exploration, or like make the game, or like they just had to go do the storyline without having to add these details. But the fact that they did, it's great. And I feel like I don't have to like hunt them or anything like that, because it's not a survival type of game. It's just more like, oh, you're like on a, more of an explorer, or like on a quest. In this case, for pilgrimage, right? But being able to like have these animals without having to like commit murder, it's great. Pilgrim Study. What can I find in here? I can't read this. It's written in a language I don't know, and much of it is broken and almost unreadable anyway. Maybe Medmen know how to decipher it. Okay, same thing. Is it for all of them? I guess so. We could go back and talk to our friend Medvin. Although he did tell us to make our way to where Dana said, which was northwest, I think. Regardless, I had to head to the north, because the family, they suggested 3 different locations. One's a waterfall, the other one's a snowy area, and then the last one is Harnet's area for the pilgrimage. There's a... wait. Up here. I just wanna check here before like trying to do anything else. How do I turn? This is how I turn. Well, I'm getting the hang of this. Definitely felt a little awkward trying to like okay, we could get like a high viewpoint of the places that we can go if we stand there. So west, right there. But yeah, I'm getting a better hang of being able to like fly around. I will just keep going in this direction. We should, even if we go again into the cloud, we should be able to find like an indication. What is this? Fast travel? Maybe? Twilight Lake. That's a building. Wait. I'm having a little bit of difficulties being able to turn around, but again, getting the hang of it. I think I see memories down there. So let's take a look at some of those memories. That self-proclaimed god reaches too far. I hope he stretches himself too thin. Hey, that's rude. Maybe he has his reasons. That's kind of rude, wishing for someone to like burn themselves out. Ram. Baby sheep. Wait, I crashed into a tree. And there's also those symbols on the wall. I wonder what they mean. Wait. And they did talk about spirit animals, so I wonder, are these statues or like balls? Okay, there we go. But are these statues like a way to summon, I guess a bird type of spirit animal? Birds definitely seem to be attracted to it though. Oh. Northwest. I think I can fall on that island if I hop here and I just allow myself to free fall. What memories do you have to share of here? The river, it has swollen. What of the spirit fish? Is she safe? No, wait, the mermaid? John talked to us about a mermaid. There's a bridge, so those areas are empty. You know, this is a nice thing about exploration type of games, right? The place is beautiful, right? And being able to like help it be better or like stay as beautiful as it is, right? It's always such a nice thing to be able to do, especially because of this current situation. Can feel like it's not much that can be done. Sheep. What? Something pipe checked the animals in this area. From one of the texts that we found, we did read that that there's like a disease that kind of petrifies the trees, but it also has extended to the animals. Maybe those guys are safe because they're in the water for now? Is there people here? This place, it doesn't look like it has been doing so well. So not everyone can shapeshift into a bird and just fly around like we can. And so maybe that also means that it's much harder to like check on each other because it takes extra effort, or like having the equipment to be able to like fly around without falling into the abyss. I am Yoha of the Southern Islands. This is my third and final record of my travels in the land of gods. I happened upon the fox just as I was about to leave for home. He sat in the middle of the road and seemed to laugh silently, as if to some hidden joke. I spoke in anger. My people are dying. Why is this happening? His smile seemed sad. The darkness within causes the darkness without. Heal your people to be healed. This is not your path, Yoha. I did not know what to say and stared after him as he left. Later, I realized he was right. It was not my path, but one for my whole people. As I passed the Twilight Lake, I met with Kara for the first time. She showed me the Eventide Sanctuary and asked me to gather everyone I knew. This is a refuge we had hoped for. I will journey home again, and I will guide my people here. I will see my only child Raya again, and I will bring her hope. So... Something's definitely happening. I want to say that he's okay. That he got to the sanctuary and might be able to provide us with some answers. I think we do have to go to the shrine regardless, because that's where Dana sent us, and whether maybe we'll be able to meet Yoha and ask him about his travels. Okay. So, is this... What is this? Let's read. Hope for our people was restored by the wisdom of her words, and a refuge she gave us. The spirit animals helped her hide the way in, behind falling waves marked by the sun and moon, and the close northeast. Okay, so that's our idea, the next place we go. Northeast. Okay, so this is supposed to be like an entirely different world, like a different dimension, and if we were to uncover that past, it's in essence to go to the previous dimension that like a human type of world, because this is supposed to be the land of gods. Northeast. But something is corrupting the land of gods, because the trees and animals are being affected. Doesn't seem to have spread much, but what memory does that one hold? Hey, have a look at this. I never seen so much water. I am invested. But I'm not sure what can be done to help. It's potentially an island that I missed, but I feel like I'll eventually make my way back. I think it's that island with the building right there. I definitely have to say though, just flying around between the islands, it's great. Although it definitely feels so much slower in this direction than like the other directions that we had traveled. Maybe it's because we're flying against the wind. Something right there? I think this should allow us a free fall. Too far. It's fine. And we overshot it again. I'm definitely enjoying the gliding. I'm just having some difficulties with it. But honestly, to be able to fly around like this, it's so nice. Like, I wish I could do this on a day-to-day basis, but that's not physically possible. Please, let me go here. There we go. Father, what answers could you possibly hope to find in this broken lands? I'm guessing Rhea? Talking to Yoha? We'll try to go up and see if we can get a higher point, just to be able to like figure out where to head off to next. But there's some memories up there. We just allow ourselves to free fall, and let's see. Up there, we will lay her to rest in that tower. No. I hope that they're okay. That doesn't seem to like give good news about maybe Rhea's house. Cause the one that was on the quest of exploring some of those lands was your hall. What can we find here? Stairs. Let me crash. No. Let's crash into the wall so that we can stop in time. We'll get this. This? Okay, I'll put it this way, right? Something that's kind of nice about this, right? Is the fact that you don't immediately like learn how to fly, or like you're not immediately like used to it, right? Like it actually feels like as if wait, no. Okay, like imagine if all of a sudden you could shapeshift into a bird, right? And you wouldn't immediately know how to fly because it's not something that's naturally given to you, right? It's like even baby chicks, they have to like practice and learn with time how to be able to like fly into the and what to do and not to do, right? So this it kind of feels something similar to that. That you don't immediately like get a hang of it, right? Like, you get better at it the more like you go, right? But it does feel a little weird, finicky. But that's what learning is. It won't immediately be like a given. To some it'll be a given faster than others, right? But if you have challenges, it's fine, because that's part of the learning. You make mistakes so that you learn how to not make those mistakes. And once you have learned the rules, then you're able to like bend those rules to be able to do like greater things. I am Rhea, your house daughter. I sought out his words to make sense of what happened to him during his journeys. My father's burden lay heavy on his shoulders. Even though we found a new home, he was never the same again. There is hope. More children have been born in the spring than the last. We will recover. But I think he worried about things yet to come. I think the sickness of black rocks my father found scared him more than anything else. It's only been seen once or twice again, however. These islands we now wander are safe. Kara is soon having a child her own, and laughter has returned to our hearts. Oh my gosh, Rhea. I just saw black rocks. It is a reason to worry. Now we had this knowledge, and now we have to like figure out what to do with it. Is that... I see that island over there, and I think I haven't gone there. So I'm gonna try to drop into it. What is this? Use? Is this a fish god? A shrine to the fish god? And then we pray to the fish god. We saw an island similar somewhere here. So if I flap towards it, I should be able to free fall from now. I did that, I know to assume. Turn. This game is both peaceful, but kind of serious, because the storyline is serious. It's such a beautiful place to like navigate, to be able to like wander around. Two people this time. So the moon and the sun. So the red marks are secrets. I think I should be able to like go on this current. Unless I overshoot it too much. It's fine, we can just flap our way there. So what's inside here? So what is inside here? But I do have to say, this game is very beautiful. Like, I know some people sometimes like to focus a lot on like high quality graphics or like big on the details, right? But sometimes I like to play games that like have this polygon type of graphics or like aesthetic, right? Because they get overshadowed or overlooked because again of the graphics. But sometimes they're very interesting in their own right. Or like the way that some of the limitations are used, like the limitation, for example, in graphic, the way that those limitations are like negotiated with or like used to like be able to tell the story, I think it's so much more like nice or like interesting than what it's given credit for. Bring the lamp. Power up. It's a puzzle. I am thinking about it. So that one should be the moon. And this one's about the sun, right? So if I put the correct symbols, maybe it'll do something? Yeah, because I remember the moon having 3 lines. And if I didn't know, the symbols are like right there in front of my face. But is it alright for us to take the key? Why do we need a key? Yeah, and you know, that's fine. I even saw, I did mention it earlier, right? That sometimes the fact that the character doesn't have a face, you sometimes experience the story by the expressions of the character, right? Because they give you an idea of like how you should react or how you should feel when something happens, right? But sometimes when characters don't have a face, well, how I interpret that is that you are the one that has to provide those reactions or expressions, right? Because yes, you are playing using Ox perspective to like travel through the world, but the fact that like, oh, you encountered, for example, the Black Rock disease and it kills some animals, right? You don't get to see Ox reaction to that, but you yourself react to it, right? Because you know that like that from traveling around and reading some of those documents, you know that that concerned Yohal in his travels, and it was potentially something that his people were running away from, right? So even if it is a situation of the budget, right? The way that like they negotiate what they decide to give importance to what they decide they can do without, right? I mean, see like some of the details of like, for example, the animals and the life and the lands, right? To like Ox expression, I can agree with them that like I would definitely want to bring more life into the land. Because at the end of the day, even if Og is horrified, but like, let's say I'm a terrible person and I enjoy the deaths of animals, right? That like the final reaction will be my own rather than Og's. But again, the way that they negotiate with some of those limitations is so enjoyable to see. Hello, little wanderer. You took your time. Were you perhaps led astray? Or just followed by the slow one? I think his name is Medvin. Slow as few shifters I have met, but sharp, intelligent. Do you know what it is you found? You hold both light and key to lead you into twilight, both dusk and dawn, I believe. Southwest of here, there is a temple, the silhouette of the setting sun. You will find more answers there. Go now, bird faster than Mervyn. Secrets await you in the deep. Seek counsel in the one who slumbers. Mr. Fox, you couldn't have asked me my name. I didn't ask your name either, but still, you really had to do Medwin 30 like that? He's trying his best, you know. I'm I'm glad I set a couple water nets to me. Normally I don't do it, but I'm glad I did this time. Because there is a lot of a dialogue and or a lot of Southwest. A lot of things to read. So this could potentially become not a tiresome stream, but like a little bit of a strain on my voice. But Southwest. Well, actually, do we want to go to the Southwest Temple immediately, or do we want to go talk to Medvin? Well, since we're already here, we'll just wait. We took from here. Okay. Actually, let's go talk to Medvin then. If we traveled northwest, right? So that's the way back home, I want to say. So southeast, maybe. Oh, I will see if we're on the way home. Southwest. No, following where the thoughts told us to, that's the way back home. Because Medvin is at the temple that we first came through. So, we just keep traveling this way. There was another game that I played, which I think it was Windbound, the name of the game. But just as how you navigate here through the air and the Windbound one, you navigate through. Take me this way. But you navigate through the ocean, right? And sometimes in order to be able to like move forwards, you do have to read air currents. Is this a false? And the wind can not the false. And the wind can make you go slower if you're traveling against wind. And so going from one direction to the other, right? It feels something similar to that. And depending on like the time of day, the wind direction will blow opposite to each other. So I wonder if this game has a similar mechanic. In the beginning, there was a dreamer, asleep in cold eternity. She dreamed all there is. She dreamed a veil, and behind the veil, she dreamed the creator and the world. Modeled from a memory of home. The creator danced into the world, and there he breathed the clouds and sang the sun and moon into being. As he danced between the clouds, he took 4 steps and so made the lands of the north, the west, the south, and the east. Then he formed the mountains and filled the seas with water from the clouds. And from earth and water he made animals so land and sea will be alive. From stardust and eternity, he made gods to walk the lands, look after the world. That is so sweet. I am kind of aware that I'm probably traveling in the wrong direction, but I just want to see if there isn't something that like I missed. There is some papers that I definitely missed, so let's see what it is. My name is Aram, and I was there on the day of the Great Divide. My youngest child was ill and asked the spirit animals for help. When I prayed by the shrine of Ilokai, a terrible brightness pierced the air, and the land trembled and screamed. In terror, I took flight and watched with eagle eyes as the land broke into pieces, which crumbled and turned to dust. Only one place seemed calm. I flew there and perched on it. Horror struck. It was a lighthouse. I looked at the document, but now that I'm looking here on the side, this statue's missing its arms. Some of the statues are like past people, I want to say. The lighthouse was surrounded by a golden shimmer that warmed and soothed me. I saw the priestess Kara pass me by, weeping. She held a lantern key, such as they make in the city of Ursa, but the lantern was dead. The shimmer came from Kara herself, dwindling as I watched. She descended the lighthouse, and I saw that many spirit animals had gathered around the tower, watching. When Kara came to them, they bowed their heads, and then left as if at an unspoken signal. Okay, so she used her life to keep the lantern going, which is what kept people safe. Kara then looked at me and said, "You are Aram? I know you, and we need to talk." I found my voice and asked, "What has happened to the world, Kara?" She was silent for a moment and then said, "A great danger has gone, but also a great light. It's time we gather all who are lost so that we may find a way for our people to live in peace with the world again." Ever since then, I have been flying from one broken island to another to tell the lost people that there is a new home, to lead them here, where we, in time, may heal again, where my youngest can regain her strength. I wonder, again, we don't get to see some of the opinions of Ak, right? But she was, Erin mentioned that she was like an eagle person, right? So, are we Aram's kid? And now we're traveling to like to fulfill like maybe this wish from like our own parents, because it doesn't seem that the life that they have is very stable. To a certain point, it does seem like it's kind of in danger. Because is there something there? Crab rape? Crab rape. Crab rape. I can understand why they wouldn't be allowed to use like the original song, but I know what this crab rape. It's a great song. Sometimes I like to listen to it when I clean around the house. I think we can potentially dance with it. There was a gesture that we were able to make. If I could find it. You know what? I can't find the gesture, but I'll provide some lights for the crab rape. The crab rape! Oh my, I am so glad I stopped by here. I was about to miss that entirely. This way? Yeah, about this way. The settlement. It's through those clouds, maybe? Oh gosh. It is fun to go through the clouds, but it's so easy to get lost. Just like fog. So, we don't have to talk to Dana, we have to talk to Medvin, which I'm not too entirely sure which island it was. I want to say it was this one here? Because he stayed to investigate what happened in the temple. I saw Mr. Fox that he was a little bit rude. He was shit talking you, Medvin. But to be fair, I also didn't ask his name. Medvin. I know that maybe you're like a little done with trying to mentor me, but like I had to talk to you about the thoughts. Medvin. Don't ignore me, Medvin. We're kind of being blocked by the fact that we can't go back into the cave that we came from. We'll say that the vault is kind of right, and the Midwind's maybe having a moment on his own, so... Oh, we'll check the map. Where else can we go? East? We haven't really explored the east. Although Aaron, the kid, did tell us that there was snow in the north area. So maybe we'll pay a visit there. We'll talk to Dana and see if she has anything to say about the key that we found. But so far, we have only met 4 people. And that is a little concerning. This is supposed to be like the safe place that Kara built, but there isn't that many people.
Hey.
Hi again, Ock. I went to see Medvin by Kara's shrine, to see the cave-in shrine for myself. I'm as worried as he is, but I must ask you something else. Have you seen ghosts? I noticed glowing signs and a weird distortion in the air, almost like small fireflies, but not actual bugs. I think they are what is called memories of the past. It is said that the lantern can discover secrets by shining upon the signs. They were mentioned in passing in an old children's story I once read to Erin. Maybe they could reveal something important? Oh, do you need a reminder of the next location for your pilgrimage? The Eventide Sanctuary is the closest, and is found northwest of here. Okay. I went in a completely wrong direction. You know something a little interesting that sometimes games bring up? It's the fact that a lot of games will tell you that, like, oh, children's stories, right? Like, we usually think of them as children's stories, like imagination or fairy tales, right? But even within a lot of stories, right? They'll mention that, like, oh, you know what? Some of those children's stories actually hold some truth to them. And it makes you question, right? Yes, Dana, in this case, the ghosts that you are talking about, they are memories, and that story is right. And in this case, since that story is right, makes you question that in the real world, which stories actually hold some actual truth to them, and by how much. Let's talk to John. John, you have anything to say about what happened?
Hey.
Oh, did you see the fish statue of Wingstone Falls? It's statues of the spearfish who once lived there. There used to be plenty of fish in the waters there. Golden ones in the sun pool, silvery ones in the moon basin, tasty ones in them all. I've been trying to reintroduce some fish there, but they seem to vanish overnight. Maybe some other animal is eating them. Ah, you met the spirit bots. He usually stays close to home in the Split Mountain, but I have seen him lurking around lately. You think the spirit bots has been eating all the fish? Actually, that would make so much sense. But why would he go all the way there to eat? Might be the storm in the north affects his food supplies. He lives in the northeast after all.
Yo.
Okay. We did see the sunfish and sheep. We did see the sunfish in the cave. We didn't see the silvery fish. But there's a possibility of like finding them once I go traveling again. Did I explore this upper area at all? Wait. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to fall off. Now we know. If we ever lived in a world where there's floating islands, gravity would actually be my worst enemy in real life. I will be falling off the islands unprompted. Not on purpose, but it just ends up happening. Can you imagine that? You're distracted, maybe on your phone. You're not a bird shifter, and you accidentally step off the island. That would be terrible. I would think that maybe they will have ways of like safety nets just to prevent that from happening. Like, we see that this boat is able to like float and is anchored here. So I will guess that maybe like they will put boats around or like devices that can float, tie a net to it, and then just make sure that people don't fall into oblivion in case that they step off on accident. But northeast. Well, we did go northwest. So let's try northeast. Because if that's the home of the thoughts, and Aaron did tell us about the north being a cold area. If we just keep going north, maybe we'll find the home of the thoughts and see what's troubling him. I tried to talk to Medvin, but Medvin's a little busy. Staring into the cave. Northwest, northeast is its home. We have yet to uncover. Or northeast. Have we been on this island? Damn it. And in the topic of falling off islands, just sometimes putting some like real world logic in games can like add an interesting touch to those very games as well. Okay, we have been here before. I see a gathering of butterflies, I think? No, that's some leaves. And this statue. But can you imagine drunk driving, but it's just flying in the sky? Will you actually have more accidents or you have less accidents if it was air traffic? Trying to get to this island because there seems to be a memory right there. I want to say that potentially you could have like less accidents just because of how wide the skies are. The only issue is that people having an accident will like yeah, well, it will be hard to like look into the scene of that accident because the evidence will be tampered since it will fall. And maybe drunk driving isn't so much of a problem since I don't think people will be able to like take off pretty high up or like efficiently if they're drunk. By a bit. We'll do this again. We almost had it that time. I see that memory, that ghost. I just having trouble trying to like trying to change between forms. So definitely the gliding and the bird is much nicer, much faster, right? So I think that like the gliding holds in the human form, right? But no, I have to be more careful about it. Now I should be able to drop. Then I judged wrong again. It's a little hard to know, because sometimes when you're in human form, you'll keep on gliding regardless, and other times you'll just fall freely. What is that spreading its shadows across the sky? Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice. Guess I was too busy trying to figure out how to fall. We'll take a look. We also see some island on the side. So definitely a lot of islands. But let's go pay a visit to the home of the faults. That island's definitely concerning. We're going northeast first. But that island's definitely concerning. Oh my gosh. Because of the black rock disease. It seems to have consumed the entire island. Actually, I want to do something before I continue. So, I guess I should be mentioning this before I forget. But I've been noticing a bit of an issue that I guess my app, or like Streamlabs, has desynchronized from Twitch, or it doesn't give me the notifications of when people sometimes follow, or like some of those updates. So I do apologize for people that have followed beforehand, and I have missed thanking them, just because of again, I didn't get that notification, and it isn't until I ended the stream that I even became aware of that happening. But I'll take the time to thank people for having followed, and I'll just have the stream open in Chrome so that I can see some of that activity feed through Twitch rather than like the app. I'll try to figure how to fix that during the weekend, but since this game isn't really like resource heavy, it should be fine for me to have Chrome open in the background. Okay, now let's take a look at this area. Oh, is this maybe the keys that I need? I like your uniform. It looks comfortable. Doesn't seem to be much I can interact with here. I'll try going to the top and see if there's anything I can find there. But it's a triangle. Maybe the black rock disease comes from this area? Northeast. It does seem to be sealed, and we do know that there's different dimensions. So maybe the other dimension is kind of seeping into the... Hold up, I just realized there's one more thing I need to fix, because I am not able to see the chat, because it's kind of small. So okay, that should be better. But maybe it's that other world seeping in and messing around with this world, the world of the gods. Split mountain. Those are rocks, right? It's not a sheep. I think That's a campfire right down there. So we'll free fall. We should be falling into the island. Mushrooms. They're so squishy. Wait. Squishy mushrooms. I absolutely love mushrooms. My little sister hates eating them, but they're one of my favorite foods. I absolutely love mushrooms. So you know the mushrooms that you get in the store? They're called like button mushrooms. And I'll eat those raw sometimes. Because again, they're like one of my favorite foods. But it is kind of funny seeing the expression of my little sister as I eat them raw. There's so many mushrooms. Brown, red, yellow. I kind of wish that I could go mushroom hunting, but it's advised not to. You definitely need to have someone that knows what they're doing, or like knows what type of mushroom they're dealing with. Because the thing about mushrooms is that they're kind of sneaky. They'll look like each other between the poisonous ones and the ones that are not that poisonous. So you could end up eating a mushroom that you shouldn't just because you thought it was another type. I can't remember the name of this mushroom, but there's a mushroom that is a great alternative to eating meat. That it grows pretty big, and you can cut it like into like considerable like slabs, right? And it's a solid type of mushroom. So if you touch it and it's solid, that's a good mushroom to eat. It grows like a giant wall, like a giant ball, a white ball. Think of like cheese. How sometimes some of the cheese will like make it into like this spherical shapes. It looks kind of like that. So if it's solid, it's good to eat. But if you touch it, all right. So if you touch it and it explodes into black spores, that's a poisonous mushroom. And so if you find a mushroom like that, just I guess poke it with a stick and find out which one it is. And I heard that mushroom is delicious, and I'm so down to try it. It's just I haven't seen it around. I am Ura, and a guardian of the land of gods. I made this record so that my children and children's children may remember. On the day of the Great Divide, when our world shattered, I was still a child. I remember sitting at the white stairs of the southern city of Ursa. We had planned to journey to the west, but since the God King had waged war on our city, our lands were not safe anymore, and we stayed inside the city walls. The God King, Koroku, he was called, had built horrible weapons, flying machines of raining fire, but we always thought them far away, or even empty rumors. God King. If they had to call themselves God King, that's not a good sign to start with. When the bells started ringing, fire and tears mixed in a horrible rain over us. We wept and screamed to the gods to end this, but were answered by silence. Then the ground trembled. Great cracks appeared and split the white stone walls of Ursa, and people fell into the black depths of the earth. I saw my loved ones disappear into the heaving earth, and when the steps beneath me broke, I fell too. But my spirit animal spoke to me, and I remembered and spread my wings. I do not know how, but I flew from a long time over broken lands and stormy clouds. I guess this is an additional fun fact. Depending on what mythologies you look into, right? They'll tell you different stories, right? But at the very least, in the Aztec mythology, right? It is believed that everyone can shapeshift, because the Aztec calendar is definitely very interesting, right? So how we usually look at horoscopes, for example, we look at them by the Greek calendar, so like 12 signs, 12 houses, right? The Aztec calendar, it's divided by the entire year, and including the days and months. So there's a lot of signs, right? And depending on the day that you were born, you could potentially be different from the person of the following day. Now, why is that important? So they believe that everybody can shapeshift, and the forms that you could shapeshift into depended on the day that you were born. Because, depending on the day that you were born. Because since you were born on that day, the god associated to that day decided to bestow on you the form associated with them, right? So some people, their forms, it's it'll be like animals, like chameleons or like dogs, right? But other people, their forms are a little bit more abstract, right? It'll be like the wind or like the light or a flower. But people can shapeshift into the form that they're allowed to shapeshift. Usually it's 2 forms. So I guess a little fun fact. And just reading that text here, her mentioning about like her spirit animal talking to her, it just reminded me of that. I arrived at the outskirts of the land of gods, half dead. I fell unconscious on its grass. When I woke there, a priestess sat beside me, tending my wounds. She said that Ursa was no more, and that the world had shattered. That God had sacrificed himself to seal away a void from our hearts, and broken the world in the process. Many had died, but so had the God King, and his city of On was no more. Our shattered world was now at peace. I wept, and still, after many years, I weep at the memory of this day and the terrible cost of this peace. This is like a single chair. The statues are broken. So the city of Ursa is on the south. If I were to keep on traveling south, maybe I'll find the remains of the city and some additional information. Wait, that's the wrong button. I'll keep going up since this island has that peak, right? I just want to see if there isn't anything on the peak of the island. Tree stump. Northeast. Guess that's supposed to be the home of the thoughts. But it doesn't hurt to look at the other islands. Thoughts? Oh. I'm sorry, Fox. I cannot pet you. I don't know what button it is, if there is one. I mean, I can jump to like we'll call it the petting. But the Fox, it has they're not runes, because the runes are Celtic. But it has markings. What are you? What are you? You're a deer. Wait, let me run beside you. Wait. Oh dear. Eastern Step. So I went a little too far away from maybe where I had to go, but you know, that's fine. We're enjoying ourselves. Northeast. I think we'll come back. There's so much to explore, and I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss too much of it, right? So we'll just follow kind of like the instructions were given to us by the other characters to. This is a respawn. Did I reach the end of the map? I guess I did. This is, you know, this is fine. And the other game that I had talked about, that's Windbound, right? When you reach the ends of the map, since it's a game that takes place in the sea, right? What will happen is that the waves will like increase in severity. So the further you go out, the harder it is to like get through them, right? And if you keep on trying to press on, your poles will eventually like just get thrown to the side. So suddenly teleporting to like a statue, not the worst thing. Don't think I have explored that island, so let's see what it has to offer. The clouds. The clouds make it so easy to get lost. I'm sure that there's like a temple somewhere around here. But where do I have to look? I think that's new to us, maybe? We'll fall. I wanna say that what's on our arms is no, that's not tattoos anymore, is it? I don't remember seeing that before, but I'll just pretend that it was there before and maybe not worry too much about potentially our character being in danger. Okay, the steps. I didn't see the steps beforehand. Is there an entrance here? There is. So I'll take this opportunity as I load onto the net screen to like just make sure that things are running properly. Because I had mentioned before that the app that I use for streaming, which is Streamlabs, it's not interrupting or giving me notifications for some of the things that happen on Twitch. So I had to keep both Chrome and Streamlabs open, which yeah, sometimes it both of them are a little finicky on their own, right? Okay. We could go up and down. Go down, since it's already available here. So I'm guessing that he provided shelter to people. Maybe as they were running away from the war? So I think from gods that they have presented to us, we know about the creator, which made the other gods. I can't change form here. Okay. Which, the dreamer who dreamed the creator into existence, and the creator made the world. And I'm assuming the other gods. Now, we know about the God King, and that's 3. But there's 3 recognized gods. 1 god sacrificed himself to save people. That's 4 gods already. And I feel like I'm forgetting another one. But we'll see as we travel around. Hello, Mr. Fox. Hello again, my wandering friend. How kind of you to visit an old Fox den. It's quite empty, don't you think? No, not the den, the land of gods. Not as many animals anymore, nor as many spirits. Lifla? Let's go with Lifla. Is still in her cave, it seems, and the old spirit bear moves from cave to cave in the north. But there were more once, see. A fish and a crane. The spirit fish lived in rivers and pools around the Twilight Lake. His last gift to us is a water that never stops flowing. Without it, we would have been lost a long time ago. And the spirit crane. She helped guide the last priest and priestesses north during the Great Divide. She was hunted down by the Kuroko's man, as they mistook her for a swan. Fools. As they decline, so are we declining. All we can do now is ask questions, and I have two for you. Why the Great Divide, and why you? Wander in search of answers, Little Wanderer. Thank you for your company. It was such a long time ago, but finish your quest now, or else there won't be another time. What do you mean? My quest? Mr. Spirit Thoughts, it's not that I'm like trying to shirk off my duties, it's just I can turn around pretty easily. Let's see if I can make the jump again. Oh, we did this time. This kind of reminds us of Kara. Kind of looked like the statue of Kara before like the temple collapse. But our responsibilities. Well, northeast, northwest for the pilgrimage? I don't think I found the right temple then. But northeast was here the home of the Thoughts, and if I go northwest, I should find the place that Dana told me to go to. If I don't get sidetracked by something else. What is this? This was well hidden. It was like beneath one of the islands. We are lost in different worlds. I without you, and you without anyone. In my mind, we reach out to each other and hold hands in the cold. But as the statues are chained to the walls, so are our souls to life and to death. So, Sarita, I don't know where you are, but your memory will forever roam the halls of my heart. It's kind of sad. Maybe we'll check with once we go pay a visit to John and Dana, right? But they kind of look like elves since our ears are kind of pointy. We can't see our own because it's covered by our hair, but maybe from the other humans that we know, we can get an idea of if we're humans or elves. If I didn't see that, maybe I didn't see the top of the island either. I'm looking, I'm checking. Because this island has a pretty big peak. Where am I heading off to? North? Well, I am in the right direction. We'll just keep going west. King's Pass. Any memories here? I don't see any. Tunnels, maybe? But I'm gonna crash. I see that memory though. Let's nosedive into the hall, maybe. I'm being kept afloat against my my own will. So, a memory here. It's time to face facts. The God King is here to stay. It's better to win a knee than to lose a head. And I don't know about you, but the God King kinda sounds like prick. I think I'd rather lose a head. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can run on a path. Maybe some stairs. There's so many arches, and maybe similar to like the other island. There's secrets in the arches. Now there's secrets in the arches. In the belly of the beast. Once, when the gods were still awake, some animals gathered to talk. A hare said, "The grass is not as green as it was." A bear said, "The honey does not flow as it used to." A wolf said, "There are less deer to hunt." And the deer said, "Well, I do my best." An eagle said, "The lands have become smaller." A crane said, "The humans read less and argue more." An owl said, "There is a darkness deeper than the night, and it grows." At this, the other animals fall silent, and the wind howled around them. Is this talking about the spirit animals? I didn't mention Fox, but maybe the Fox is a wolf? Because he didn't move around looking for food, or he's traveling far. I am looking at the islands, seeing if something else that I missed. I could keep going north, and I think I will actually go north. So certain things that I seem to have not discovered. Howling Peaks. So King's Pass and Howling Peaks. Let's drop here. Oh my gosh. Why are we still like flying? I thought we were gonna like drop immediately, but are we doing okay? Should we have grabbed something warmer? But I saw memories on this end, so I'm gonna try to like just get closer to them and see what they have to say. And I think there's some memories up top as well. Where is it? Even if the temperature has dropped, the springs are still as warm as ever. You gotta thank the fish bird for that. Apparently he sacrificed himself to make to have water still in existence. So what is this? And there's those are bells. I was gonna say there's like a ringing. But why bells? I'll just remember that there's 3 of them. Maybe that's important for like a puzzle later on. So we'll just keep flying forwards. What is this? It's a cave entrance. More bells. Who keeps these lights? I wonder if anyone has taken shelter in this cave. We'll find out soon enough. Gonna take a sip of water. So, this might be a little bit of an issue with Epic. Because I open Epic using Steam so that the Steam controls for controller, right, overtake the ones for Epic. Because I had an issue where sometimes the controller doesn't work if the game comes from Epic. I don't know why that exists, but doing it the way that I mentioned does help solve the problem. It's just that you have to remember to open Steam first and then open Epic through Steam. But it also makes certain programs take a little bit longer to load. Notes on Legends of the Western Clans by Rat, the Scholar of the Summer Islands. Everything in the land of gods is sacred. Especially there is a shrine called the Lighthouse, which is rumored to be a place of power. Some ancient texts refer to it as the House of the First Light, the cradle of the world, where the ancient gods first awoke up and walked the lands. Now it just looms a small black tower made from alien obsidian, lonely and abandoned, a relic in the eyes of our civilization. Is it a mistake that we don't care for what was left to us by our ancestors? Is it that giant building that we're not able to enter because we need like some certain keys? That's the true lighthouse? That would explain why we're having issues present themselves. Because the actual lighthouse is not working, or it's been turned off. The bear that was mentioned by Spirit Bots. My lady, welcome. It's an honor to receive you here. You may not know me, but I know who you are. Come, listen to my story. I still remember the time when Kara was still a cub. It was her first visit to the lands of gods. Her clan was traveling through. I myself was still young, just over 100 years, and as chance will have it, they stopped for a rest near my home at the time. I was walking by, and she went up to me. She was still without words, but she hugged me, and her heart talked to me. Years later, she came back. She remembered me. One of her first memories, she said. I offered her a pat, but she had already entered one with the Bird of the Thunder Isles. We became good friends, however, and I was the first to meet her after the Great Divide. The Creator had split himself to lock away the void growing in his heart. The world crumbled. He had given Kara the task of keeping the pieces of his being safe. 3 fragments of great power, the void locked in its prison, and one last piece, his hopes, his dreams, and his love for the world and its beauty. Kara came to me much later, again, when the world was calm once more, to present the last piece to me. The cub was as small as Kara when we met for the first time, and her name was Mina. Okay. Time flows so fast. My lady, I thank you for coming here. It was a great pleasure to relive the past for a short while. But the world is growing weary, and is missing something I once had. I hope for a great ending of this tale, and it seems it's not entirely over just yet. Okay, so talking to the bear spirit definitely provided us with so much more context. The keys to open that gate are the fragments or pieces of the Creator. And it seems that the Creator corrupted somehow, because they were made to seal the void in his heart, but that doesn't explain the God King. I feel like the Creator and the God King are different people. It wouldn't make sense that the Creator would try to like conquer what he made, because I feel like it just doesn't make sense that he would like want to do that. There's a little bit more of the North that is available for exploration. So I guess we'll just travel there and see if we can reach it. There is definitely so much more to like explore. I'm just looking at the map just to make sure that I don't hit the bounce accidentally, because that's gonna send me back. Roof of the world? I see something glowing, I think. Sometimes easier to travel on the ground as a bird than walking around. But I can definitely make us lose our pass. Roof of the world. This is how we turn. The bells. What's the meaning of the bells? Howling Peaks. I accidentally ended up turning the wrong way. Oh. Whenever we see paint on a wall or like a stone, right? It's supposed to be a secret passage or a way to like open a hidden path. But sometimes it's not easy to figure out what I have to do that. A knight and the bells. Maybe I had to find the missing pieces to fit some? I can fit some. So I'm guessing that whenever we find one of these, right, we could just maybe go to it, mark it as our spawn point, and then in case that we step out or like maybe end up falling, we could return to that point. Sure, we'll go this way then. Like, these structures are definitely like interesting. But giant island. Wrong way. The giant island over there. Oh, memory. And we fall. That's okay, because we're definitely getting the hang of this better. Okay. It's fine. We'll just circle back. Where is it? On the side, right there. I realize you travel far, but there is no path up there anymore. The ground has fallen to the depths. Those of us still here are leaving in 5 fortnights. Because South was supposed to be the lost city that fell to the God King. They have floating islands, right? I want to say that there has to be a ground regardless if they can fall into the abyss. Unless... I mean, this is a realm of the gods. Maybe they just fall into space. A place of sacred solitude and peace from the buzzing of the world. After it stood clear that the world needed healing, the bear froze the door shut and froze a key at another place, the Cave of Harmony, of Hills and Ice, east of here, among the mountains of the Howling Peaks. I've been there, but I didn't find it. There's something else out here though. I am Suya of the Snow. Today, a priestess from the far southeast came to us, telling us of a great war between the cities of Ursa and Om. Her name was Kara, and she requested an audience with the god that is said to sleep here, the Watcher of the Veil. Our Master of the Scrolls bowed to her and told her if there ever was a god, He must be sleeping so deeply that even she cannot awaken him. Okay. But Kara insisted, and he led her into the innermost sanctuary. She stayed there for 3 days and 3 nights. One knows what she did in there. She left us without a word, but her face was sad, and I fear for our people. What can we do but guard the most holy texts of our ancestors? We're up by few, and no one believes us. Our whole world has gone mad, and there is no cure. I mean, I can understand wanting to protect information, because information's very important. But I feel like sometimes you reach a point where you can't just collect information, you gotta use it. Knowledge is gathering that information, and wisdom is using that information. But east of here in the Howling Peaks, my bad, there is a key that I am missing. So I'll go pay a visit there after I finish exploring the rest of the island. I want to say that there's probably something else considering how big this place is. There is something that sleeps here? Okay, so Ba from the past. That is a very big Ba. Look at the size of that. The entrance to the key has been frozen. There's also something up here. Is this an entrance? Yeah, this is an entrance. Look at the moon. That is very beautiful. So we get the key. We have to go east and into the Howling Peaks. I mean, we did talk to the bear, but didn't necessarily get additional information out of it. But if we just keep traveling this way, we should find the place mentioned. There's something right there. Howling Peaks. It is hard to navigate here just because of I'm not necessarily fighting against the wind because it's going from right to left, but if I shift a little bit towards the left, I could drag that along pretty little bit in a way that it's easy to miss things. Having to fight against the wind. We'll turn human here so that we can fall. Did I not come here beforehand? Notes of Legends of the Western Clans by Rhett, the Scholar of Summer Islands. There are a number of legends about the gods of the old clans. One such legend told by some clans in the far northwest says that there is not one creator, but two. One who made the realm, which they call the Great Ring, and one who made the world and its inhabitants. They also speak of the Soul Path, an ancient bond between us and this creator of our world. Fascinating, but hard to believe. Is it? Is it hard to believe? There's a memory there. I'll just change into bird form so I can travel faster. Oh my gosh, it's on a very narrow path. Just don't look down, and we'll be fine. I wish I could just fly over these stamped cliffs. I don't think it was a mistake that maybe the priestess decided to make a path with the bird spirit. But we haven't seen the bird spirit at all. So I wonder if bird spirit has something to do with all the shenanigans that are happening around. There's a light there, and I know that there's an opening down there as well. I'll just keep running. I'm a little bit afraid to shift into the bird form just because of the wind dragging us. Oh my gosh. Is this a cave that was mentioned? I want to say that this is a cave that was mentioned in order to get the key. I was supposed to go to a certain temple. I've been going everywhere else but the temple that I was supposed to go for the pilgrimage. This is fine. The key to procrastination is that you procrastinate by doing another task that you had to do. The task that you don't want to do, put it aside. Do the thing that you don't want to do. Homework? No. Dishes? Yes. Being a constructive procrastinator. Hey, if you're still getting progress on something else, it can't be called procrastination. Is it at the top of the list of your priorities? Maybe not, but what do I do? Maybe not at the top of the list of your priorities, but you can't say that you are doing nothing. Because sometimes for some people it's hard to feel like they make progress because oh gosh, I'm being buried in the snow. Because they'll freeze up when there's so many things to do. Or they'll try to like stick to the tasks that they don't want to do and like they'll not end up doing anything because they don't want to do it at the moment. So it's fine to take a break from things that you don't want to do. And if it's less annoying to do the dishes than to do homework, it's valid. You do the dishes to take a break from homework for like a bit, and then you go back to doing homework with a bit of a refresh in mind. Because while dishes are a chore, they're also lend themselves to like a bit of a meditative state. Because it's a task that you do like with your body, but you don't really have to think too much about like what you're doing. So it definitely helps clear up your mind for a bit, and then allows you to like think clearly once you go back. Take the key. I wonder if there's any text around here. I saw that there was like an arch somewhere in the cave. So I'm gonna see if there's any text in that arch that I saw. It doesn't seem like it. Oh, here it is. A way to travel down. I guess in case that you fall, This just takes you back up. Definitely the interesting thing about these temples is that I can't shift as a bird when in them. So there's something that actively blocks the path. I want to say the magic? But now that we have this key, we go back north and open up that area. Oh, hello, Mr. Fox. My friend, the little wanderer, found her way to the far north. Aren't you cold? Even I can feel the chill through my fur. Might be the hot-bloodedness of humans. Well, at least you made the air shimmer in here. Aren't foxes hot-blooded too? Like the stars found at the roof of the world, where the air is crisp and clear, and storms never rage. A key in the ice to break ice once more. Go west, go north, but don't freeze to death as other creatures before you. Mr. Fox, I've been traveling this entire area before I even found this key. I think I should be fine against the weather. We'll say that what's keeping our characters warm is the devotion to her pilgrimage. I say yes, I keep ignoring going to the one temple that they told me to go to. So go into the big island. But I have to be careful to not step out of the bounds of the map because I'll just be teleported. Which is, again, not bad, but definitely easy to do if I'm not being careful. There's also like several things that seem to be frozen over. Go west, go north. I'm going the wrong way. I have to go into the big island. And then in the distance, there's a light. Roof of the world. Mr. Wolf, my bad, Mr. Fox. I want to say that the storm is worse in the Howling Peaks rather than here at the Roof of the World. But by the bells. Open temple. Does that mean that the giant ramp that we saw frozen will also like be free? I feel like we could take a look just in case. Just circle around the island before going into the temple just to see if the ramp got free. It's definitely paths on the side. No, the ramp's still frozen. You're telling me that the giant bell broke the door but not the ramp into freedom. No, take me down. Yep. Right here. Let's go inside. Take a look. I'm a little confused about the story, but it makes sense since all of this happened in the past, right? So you had different versions of how the story is told, and the God King seems to be an antagonistic person to Ursa. God King seems to be the one that ruled over on, but during the war, both places got destroyed. And I guess something simultaneously was happening to the creator god, that he in essence was kind of like split into something to do with the void, and using his other half to like seal the void in his heart. So some of the gods were lost during all of those events. It's too dark to see anything. But you know, people can have multiple names or titles, so maybe God King is actually the title of the creator god. But there's also the thing about the dreamer, right? Which the dreamer seems to be the most powerful between all of those gods, since she dreamed into existence the creator god. So wouldn't it be possible that the creator god just is able to manage the other gods? Okay. I see. The symbol's right there in front of us. It's right here. So that's actually kind of nice of them, because I wasn't aware which symbol was supposed to be. No, it has to be a diamond. Okay, we have powered up the temple. But some of the things that we do know is that Kara played a very important part in like trying to save the people. And at the very end, it seems that she had to give her life up in order to keep this lantern burning to be able to protect people. So it's down to the two of us now. Oh, the scholar is we're protecting the archives, the knowledge. It's kind of sad. But if you're too indifferent to a difficult situation for other people, you don't know when that situation can extend to you. So sometimes you can't just ignore situations. But it is a question of like, then what can you do? That's why knowledge is important, because with knowledge gives you guidance on what would be the best action. Okay. So I'm guessing the main objective is to open that big door. We have another door that we can go through, which was upstairs, I believe. There's a bridge that we opened, but when we powered this thing, centered, lit up. I think I could jump from here to like get to that area. Wait, before I do that, I should look at that balcony since it was too dark to see anything, but maybe now there should be a further hint of what's going on. In the beginning, there was a dreamer, asleep in cold eternity. She dreamed all there is. She dreamed a veil, and behind the veil, she dreamed the creator, and the world, modeled from a memory of home. The Creator danced into the world, and there he breathed the clouds and sang the sun and moon into being. As he danced between the clouds, he took 4 steps, and so made the lands of the north, the west, the south, and the east. Then he formed the mountains and filled the seas with water from the clouds. And from earth and water he made animals, so land and sea be alive. From stardust and eternity he made gods, to walk the lands and look after the world. So, yeah, the dreamer is the main god between all of them, right? But the dreamer seems to come from another dimension of memories of home. Dreamer's an alien. When the Creator made the world, he woke the gods to care for it. First Swan, the watcher of the veil high in the skies, a mighty guardian against the black cold endlessness, forever singing soothing songs to the great dreamer, lest she awaken from the dream of our world. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? The dreamer, it kind of reminds me of Eldritch gods. So supposedly the whole thing with Eldritch gods is the dream everything into existence, right? And as long as they stay sleeping, things continue to exist in their dreams, right? But if they wake up, that waking up destroys the dream, so the things in the dream cease to exist. So this game is cute, but it's leading into that type of story. That's definitely a very interesting hierarchy to think about. If Eldritch beings were to exist, right, in the dream everything into reality, then they definitely hold like more power than some of the gods that may exist in the world. Because those gods cease to exist if the Eldritch being wakes up. But then that also implies that the Eldritch being exists in its own reality. Which supposedly the thing that they made up to like bypass that, right? Is that is there a specific order that I had to... Oh, I had to do this fast. What is the fastest way for me to do this? Maybe rather than like a roll. And I fall. But yeah, maybe instead of doing it on a row, doing it across from each other. That one's giving me a bit of difficulty. Because it's a little awkward to reach, but it's fine. We'll just allow it to reset. Maybe there's something I'm not like paying attention to, which would be like how fast some of these race. But considering how fast I had to go, I heard something though. The door. A memory? The entrance gate is frozen shut. There is no leaving now. Oh, the scholars. That's right. The bear shut the gate this temple up. So if there was people inside, they were just kind of they couldn't escape. Oh, that's kind of that's definitely sad. How unfortunate it is to like have to deal with hunger or like with the feeling of being trapped. Okay. So we just have to keep traveling up. Because the temples are supposed to be something similar to, I guess, a lighthouse. They're supposed to be like a place that promotes the existence of the inhabitants. Okay, how do I get up here? Maybe... that's not anywhere close enough for me to like jump to. The hops are great, but sometimes the hops are a little difficult. Okay, how do I get up there? Almost made that one. This has been turned on. Can I hop on top of this? No, that would be too easy. Maybe I had to reach from another pass. Because that is a bit of a difficult jump to make. But I think there was something else that we didn't open up. So, we'll backtrack a bit just to figure out what we do. Guess we hop on those pillars, and then there's the door here. Oh gosh, if I look at it from this perspective, right? It has to be this button. It could also have to do with okay. And the one across. So yeah, we definitely had to backtrack. I think we activated that. Yeah, we did. So if we open that up, we came from this way. Maybe I could find a pass at the top. I know I hop down to get it up there. Power up. This is one of the symbols. I guess I should be on the lookout of potentially other symbols. Because maybe I would have to change that symbol to match the other symbol. To open up something else. Like, if you look at that pillar... No, but that... it matches. But then I would need to look at the symbol of, like, maybe the place I'm trying to open up. And I don't remember if we crossed the bridge. Because I know that there is a bridge that we unlocked. But I don't remember, again, if we really did cross the bridge. Diamond. But it has wings. So the only symbol that we know that matches here at the moment is this symbol. The symbol to the north, I guess. little lost, but I think we'll eventually figure it out. Oh, there's something up there that I didn't even notice. So, let's take a look at those stairs. I'm probably not supposed to be here, but I'm just figuring out what I'm doing. I will allow ourselves to drop. There's also potentially more things that we have to do with those buttons. Because easy enough, this area here, you can hop on it. To reach the area up here though, is there another pass? I'm not too sure. Maybe we have to aim for the snow. Nope. There probably is another pass up there, and I'm just ignoring it. What is this? Guess I'm not able to hop here. I'll go. Alright, yeah, I just didn't know this other path. Bring the lantern out and use. Okay. This door, well, we didn't happen to be able to open it? No, okay. So now we definitely had to backtrack. What does that open for us? I think we go this path because we saw it go to the side. So this is not yet. That area doesn't have anywhere else to go to. I see those towers over there, which potentially they hold some significance, but which one? I don't think I necessarily have to hop anywhere, but towers. I am a little lost. Where am I supposed to go? What if my next step? So we enter here. That whatever bus being shot will like be shot through here. the main area, the bridge area. There is something up there. Oh, some stairs. I could potentially just, no, that's a little too far to try to hop my way across. How do I make it across? Well, there is the ladder here to the side. Door. Am I really supposed to try to like up my way like that? I would think that there would be like a mechanism trying to like jump through that door. Or like activate that door. Gosh. It might be doable. A little bit weird, but doable. Because there is something that we can stop on once we make it across the dots. So I'm just gonna be hopping a little bit, trying to see if I can do it this way. If I time my hops correctly, because it does bug out a little bit. Alright, we'll just take it bit by bit. No, it helps off. Alright, maybe that's enough of that. We'll see if we can find something else. Because it was a doorway that definitely had a symbol. So I probably just as I went down on that pass, right, on the slide, and like just as I had to like go around here, maybe there's something else that I had to do in order to get the door to open, the one that I need to go through. Maybe I just had to hop through and I was just, oh, okay. Do I get an idea where it goes through? It really is through the past that, and the bridge is right there as well. Huh, okay. There's also that door over there that's not open. How to open this door? So, where it's throwing the lights, it's not reachable to me just yet. The slide implies I definitely had to go back and down. But I don't recall anywhere else that I have to work on. Do I just really have to try to like help my way into it? Maybe there's another code that I had to put in that I just haven't noticed at all. Anything that lights up? Nothing that stands out. This door opened and took us back here. Cause the bridge is right there. The bridge that we can't access because this path is it's broken up. But we do have the path here, which doesn't really seem to connect anything. Potentially could connect to this door. How do you open that one up though? I almost made that. Getting across will take me up there for sure, though. I'll try again. I am definitely blocked by that. Maybe I try to go as far as I can, and then wherever I land, that's where I hop from. Because I tried to cut the distance short just to land on the last of the row. Okay. Oh. We made it. Now I see this platform right there. That's a high platform. I'm not exactly sure how. I'm not exactly sure that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, because this platform. Wait, to test that out, I will have to go this way and try to hop back. But it's doable just because we're jumping from a high point. So from here to here. But if I wanted to jump back... Oh, we can. Okay, so... we almost had that and then we fumbled it a little bit. Oh, what a slide. That's the only thing I can think of to do for the moment. Because we've been essentially to every room, and one room unlocks the nets, right? And it does seem like the door here does not open, right? But maybe the door's a red herring. Although I am a little bit worried about it glitching out like that because it does interfere a little bit with the jump. We made it. We made it! And the door's locked on the other side. Oh gosh. Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna have it this way. What do I have to run to then? The doors... they make an arrow. The only thing I can maybe think of is trying to change the symbols on the image that we found, the bird. Because we have these stairs that do take us up. So we'll take a look at what's the other symbols. So the wings are the correct symbol, but could we make something else? Wait, but that's gonna cut our access to the other paths, right? We'll just let's take a look. There is one more temple that I had to get to, as far as I know. There really was something else. Salmon. Forever a guardian of dreams and peace, a fighter and a hunter, trapping nightmares in his library of forbidden scrolls. Okay. We'll take a look at but if it's opens something up, usually the camera tells you that it opens something else up. And the changes of that thing were immediately in front of us. We'll just run, take a look if that's what we needed to do. Because again, it doesn't hurt to like check. It took a bit to travel. It's not the worst thing. And if I had to like just use the other symbols, then that definitely gives me an idea of to just keep on playing with that then. Because I don't think I've seen that symbol around here, but I went for it just because it looked like it could potentially match, since both sides had that symbol. Then the last thing that I can play with are the dots. So even if it pulls up information, maybe that information can guide me to what dots I need to press if that's what I have to do. It's simple, it's not a triangle there, so power down. Wrong way to turn. Doesn't seem to match anything in particular. Maybe it does. I had to do this for all of them. The center of our world, a light bringer and a passage maker, leading our minds to the realms of dreams and back in the rhythm with the tides of dusk and dawn. I even checked this one. A mystery and a gift giver, the reason we are at all, and the one who taught the ancient tribes. We long to meet you again. I know, now I know what I had to do. There is one more. There is 4 symbols. There's one more symbol that I have to like pay attention to. This one. Okay. And this way, I think? Wrong way. That's, the one at the very end is the temple that we currently are, right? But then the one next to it, if that's the first temple that we visited. So this even gives us a clue onto the other areas. A healer of sorts, closing the forbidden gates to eternity. A lone giant, swimming from star to northern lights, singing about our world to the great dreamer. So, what happens now? So what happens now? All of those 4 are open. I don't see places that I have to hop to. And I don't think there's any more symbols that So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've made. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're back to the start. So we have uncovered all of them. Do we just have to like fix it back to how it used to be? To the main symbol? I am confused. We definitely got new info, but I don't know what to do with it. Wait a minute. If we start off from here, right? Okay, The center of our world. Passage maker leading the minds to the realms of dreams and back in the rhythm of the tides of dusk and dawn. I'm just like reading the passages to maybe see if gives direction. So that's like a one set center, right? Library of Forbidden Scrolls. So maybe I have to pay attention to the other rooms, right? And this one says Northern Lights. So that's the last one, right? And maybe I go to the dots and I try like that story as like a code to put in. Because for directions to a certain point we have this room. Wrong room. A room that shows us the symbols of actually, I've been getting confused. I've been thinking that's been just one room this entire time. There's more. These rooms have been annoying. Because this is the north, right? So I could just walk out, but I'm not gonna do that. I haven't done what I set out to do. Can you give us insight? Watch the bell high in the skies. Then there's a balcony up there that I'm not sure how I reached that. Is there a door that maybe opened and we just never noticed? There is. I've been wandering in the dark, trying to figure out what to do. I don't think I ever noticed that this opened up. What does this entire area lead to, though? Okay, here's a path, and here's another one. Some jumping to be done, but it's fine. Where are we? There's some memories, I think. No, it was just sparkles from the snow, I guess. So, what happens now? The door, it remains closed, but there's something else here. I will hold my judgment. Just because I had to like struggle with that does not mean that it was bad. I was just being stupid. When we die, our souls rejoin eternity of which they were made. Our souls are stars that the Creator took and set in our hearts. So from eternity, each time a child is born, a new star descends into its body and fills it with eternal light. Until such time as the body dies and becomes dust again, and the star flies back into the skies. Behind the veil, to the dream. When the gods left us, they went amidst the stars to search for a new home. And when they find it, there too will we be born again? Okay. That's really nice. That's very poetic. We're made of stars. What is the last thing that I had to do here? I was gonna say, you did not just take me up there just so that I would have to hop down. So all of the things that we did just kind of set up for this moment, which is actually kind of nice. That some of the things that you do, you can do them out of order, and like it will still help you do what you set out to do. So you don't have to worry about like locking yourself out because you didn't do it in the right order. But then there's a door right there. But like it builds up. What happens here? Fish? Fish, you're alive? No, it's a whale. Whale fish? Spirit fish? Spirit whale? Spirit whale. Come closer, little champion. I won't ruffle your feathers. I am the Watcher of the Veil. I guard this world from eternity. But I have spent many years trying to close the rifts that threaten this world. Now, without the face of your kind, my powers are almost gone. There isn't much left of the first dream of the great dreamer. The dream we call our home. Do you know that the first dream brought forth the creator? His only weakness was his tender spot for your kind little human. To create you, he linked his heart to yours, but your hearts grew empty. Shocked by the emptiness swelling in himself, the creator ripped the void out of his heart. But time changes many things, and a new little champion stands before me. A human one, even. Listen now, champion. These are my last words. You have to oppose the void that has come to our world once again. But as you are now, you will surely lose. The priestess Kara hid 3 fragments of great power, 1 in each temple. You had to make the 3 fragments whole again. When I'm gone, know that the days of your world are numbered, as there will be no one left to guard the veil between the realms anymore. Here, take my fragment. It all rests upon your shoulders. Now, little champion. Hello? Well? You didn't just... Did you just give me a fragment so that you could just pass away? When you specifically said that if you pass away, bad things will happen. This is mysterious. Mausoleum of Ice. Where am I being taken to? I haven't explored the other temples. Did I do something I shouldn't have? Cause he said that we had to fight something, but like maybe we had to come back. Okay. Okay, this is fine. I am not too sure if I'll be able to end the stream in one run, because there's 2 other temples that we have to explore, but and potentially we have to go talk to specific creatures again. Because they do have some new things to say when some events happen. So what I will do is the last thing I'll do, I'll go talk to the bear and see if the bear has anything to say about the fact of the things that the whale mentioned to us. And that cavern led us to, what I say, it's northeast, to find where the bear kind of like stays. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to finish this in one stream, and that's completely fine, because it is a relatively short game, and I am definitely enjoying being here. I enjoy puzzles, even if it takes me a while to like do some of them. Because instead of video games, what would end up happening is that my parents would like buy me puzzles, and they would give me puzzles, right? And they're kind of like the reusable type of puzzles. I don't know if you guys know what they're called. I don't remember, but they're the type of puzzles where it's like triangles, squares, like shapes, right? And you'll be given a book, and it'll be like an entire shadow, and the book will like tell you, oh, try to recreate this specific shape. And so that will be my entertainment instead of video games. One of my older siblings kind of gave everybody a bad rep when it came to video games, because they kind of got a little too obsessed with them, and that ended up being a problem, because back in the day, video games didn't have like a pause function. So you can imagine some of the situations that may have arose because of that. And that's a weapon right there. I'm gonna drop here. But yeah, they didn't have the pause function. So rather than like go and maybe take care of some of his own needs, it would give priority to like finishing the video game. So because of that bad rep, growing up, I wasn't allowed to have video games. But yeah, that's why puzzles are like specifically enjoyable to me. Because it is something that I grew up with. I think I miss the bear entirely. And sometimes it's hard to tell between the islands. West, northwest. But talking to the fox wouldn't be a bad idea either. I just want to see if they have something to say about the information that the whale gave us, the spirit whale. So where is the cave that a fox will be seen at? Kind of wish that the map would like mark it down where their homes are, or where like people are located. But since there isn't that many characters, it's not too hard to like try to figure out. The statue, it's falling. Oh my gosh. That's not good. Save your souls. Yeah, while we were flying, one of the rocks actually looks like the arm of like a warrior, I guess, because it was holding like a sword. So Yeah, I took my time doing that puzzle because I got lost part of the way, right? But again, puzzles are definitely like something that I enjoy very much. So it doesn't really matter whether like, oh, I'm good at them and I'm able to solve them like right away, or like if I struggle a bit to like get them done, right? The thing about them is that they're like supposed to encourage you to like to think or like to just pass time. And okay, I'm trying to like land. Have I seen this? Okay, I have. But yeah, like a way to pass time. And because I think about puzzles, and people usually kind of sometimes take them as a way to like figure out like how smart someone is. That's to a certain point, that's not the point of puzzles, right? The point of puzzles is to like be able to like get you to like spend time or pass time without like I just thought that statue looked like someone. But yeah, to pass time while also enriching you, right? And honestly, video games are like much the same way, right? Video games, they stimulate you. Like, yes, you're spending so many hours, right? But you had to like, in order to move forward, you had to like do tasks, you had to like keep on track, or like you had to like focus or get certain skills, right? So video games enrich your brain as well, much similar like puzzles, right? It's just that, I guess in the case of my brother, due to the way things were back in the day, the not being able to pause definitely like affected him and just gave a bad reputation overall to video games. But you guys know that, for example, people that play video games, they're able to like help themselves delay getting some mental deterioration, for example, like dementia or Parkinson's, because part of those diseases is just that like as you grow old, like brain cells die, but if you keep stimulating your brain, you help create new brain cells. Because there's a myth that like you only live with a certain amount of brain cells, or like it's counted. And to a certain point, yes, like if you lose some brain cells, like you don't necessarily like get new ones in huge quantities, but you can form like new connections. So, but like some of them are replaceable. It just depends on like different factors. So games that kind of combine puzzles and then just the game itself, right? They're definitely enjoyable to me, especially because they definitely tend to be more on the casual side. And I guess sometimes if you feel bad about like maybe not being able to progress on a puzzle or having difficulty with puzzles, it's fine. And some of the difficulty actually helps promote your own well-being or your own health, right? Because later on, that's gonna help you so that you don't run into a specific situation. Because I know this just because I see it from within my own family, right? Because I know that definitely some people can be put off by the fact that they're not good immediately, or like that they struggle with some things, right? So, no. Look, if you struggle with things, don't be ashamed of it. It's fine to struggle with things, because it's also part of, like, again, learning how to get better at that thing. And if you put it off because you're too scared of being judged as like a novice, or like not being good enough, then you can actually end up doing more harm to yourself than like helping yourself out. How is this supposed to be though? Because there's another one there. I do not remember where the bear was staying at. We'll take a look at here. Okay, maybe it is here. There's even fangs to a certain point on the cave, like... That should have been my better indicator to like figure out what the bear was saying. Geese into the abyss. I didn't mean to discover this. I was looking for something else entirely. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I even do this in Hollow Knight. Where like, I am trying to do one thing specifically and I end up doing something else entirely. My love gazes at the false sky, but she will not know me. I took her hand and said her name, but her mind was empty. I fear that it's the doing of the hungry star. It has stolen her soul. The followers say it's a new god, and that she is part of it now. The priestess of the old god said that her soul is lost forever, but do I want to believe this? She will try to close the rift it has opened to our world, but all those who wander on the other side will never come back. Her name was Sariha. Sariha. Where have I heard that name before? That's definitely one of the names mentioned beforehand, but... I guess if we're to talk about some of the myths that they're presenting here, another thing that kind of reminds me of Aztec mythology, right, is that apart from like everyone being able to shapeshift, but it has to be the specific form that they were born under, something up there. In Aztec mythology, it is said that to give life to a human, right, a god has to give their own like power or magic in order to be able to create that life. And the reason why they did sacrifices, right, was to be able to give back to the god their power, or as a thank you for like good harvest or like good years. So the logic was like, oh no, the rain god, he's been struggling with providing rain. It must mean that he has given so much of his power to us so that we may exist, right? So we had to help him back. So that's why they will hold like sacrifices to try to, in theory, get back magic or power to the god. You know, this some of the things mentioned here, like oh, that the creator god had to give pieces of his heart to like give life, or like made of stars or stuff like that, or that they return into making a new god. Just kind of reminds me of that those type of stories. Oh, I guess it's an additional story detail. Damn it, where is the bear? I thought I found the bear this time, but I didn't. Will you be back on this island? Oh my gosh, the wind. If I remember correctly, this island, or like the memory here was about the water? No, that can't be right. Where is this cave? It's just ahead. We're almost there. Okay, cave. The cave of the bear? Because the cave over there, or the cave up ahead, right? Was a cave related to like souls. Being taken by certain god. There are some landmarks on the map. But the cave of the bear was pretty well hidden, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it really is just a situation of trying to find where it was. We'll crash into the wall just to be able to check if it's around here. And as long as we keep to the ground, we should be able to like just fly around the cave. Or like the island, not the cave. Alright, we'll check the island over there then. Oh gosh, when the wind takes a hold of you, it really takes a hold of you. I'm not saying maybe it was potentially in one of the bottom parts. Parts that is easy to just kind of like miss. I'm gonna have to do this for the other areas, just to make sure that I have explored everything. Because from here, I think is where we found the key. And then maybe on the island on this side is where we find the cave of the bear. But I think this is where we found the cave of the star, actually. Oh, no, there's two caves on this island. Okay, we'll drop here. So, we'll check this one. If it's the star cave, then we'll go to the other cave. Because there's two caves. Because again, we're just trying to talk to the bear, see if the spirit bear, and see if they have anything to say about what the whale told us. Because sometimes they'll have new dialogue. No, it's we have to go to the other side of the island. But it's very interesting, to be honest, that so the cave of the bear, it's a place that the humans trusted to find shelter as they were traveling. But on the same island, you have the Tear cave, right? So just as how I ended up here on accident, right? Could be possible that some of the people that were trying to look for shelter ended up finding that cave instead on accident. Let me down. I thought I definitely saw the entrance for another one. For another cave. It is the last thing that we want to do for the stream before deciding that's a good place to end. Because again, I don't think I'm gonna be able to like finish this in one stream. I'm gonna have to do a second one, but I think in the second stream it might be doable to finish. Should definitely be looking on the big island, so because those are the places that lend themselves more to like hold something. Then that area. I'm pretty sure that's where I found the key, but we'll just check, just in case that we're just misleading ourselves or we're just overthinking it too much. Because if it's the place where we found the key, then there will be like a bridge and a sensor. And if it's the cave of the bear, yeah. It will only be side paths. But again, despite maybe being a little lost, this game is definitely very nice. My sense of direction does not represent the quality of the game. That's just me struggling because I don't remember what things were. If I head to this island. Okay, nothing that seems to be a cave. This area. Oh, here. It was so close by. I got a nosedive into the ground. I guess it's faster to travel this way. Did I even see what okay, yeah, it is here. We found the bear! Sometimes when the loading screen is on, I'll take the opportunity to take a sip of water. Because water is good. I guess it makes sense that we wouldn't shift inside a cave, just because birds don't like confined spaces. It's easy for them to get hurt. Mr. I was gonna call him Fox. Oh my gosh. Mr. Bear. You don't have anything to say about the fact that I have power in my pockets? The dialogue that he told us wasn't anything new. Okay, we'll just make our way out then. That took us into a bit of a circle, but you know what? It's kind of fine. We... Yeah, I think this is how we go out. So, I'm hoping that it has an autosave, or that like, I don't have to worry about saving the game, because okay, so what I noticed is that it saves at certain points. Okay, so that allows me to just set the save here. That's fine. But we'll definitely have to cut this game into parts. It is one of the shorter games, so it's not gonna be like a long-running series, right? But it's definitely enjoyable, and I definitely want to like be able to like get to what's the actual deal with the entire story, right? Because everybody has different things that they say, but what's the truth, right? And I have a feeling that we're gonna meet either the dreamer or the creator, probably the creator. So we'll find the truth from there. But thank you for joining me on today's stream, and I hope to see you guys on the other ones as well. Have a good one.